Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're gonna go over a new inventory unit. This guy just showed up on our lot this week. This is a 2025 Cimarron Stierwalt. It's a really cool trailer. Usually when you see Stierwalts, you're usually looking at a big, large, show setup that you can fit a ton of cattle in, whether it's a 30-footer or a 35-footer. I really like this setup because you're only 25 foot on the floor. It's a really cool, little unique setup. You can run to shows in this. You can use it on your farm, use it on your ranch. It's just like the perfect size, perfect setup for us, kind of this Stierwalt. We'll start off here at our front tack, or our front storage area. Here on our passenger side, we are full ramps. So you have a ramp to your stock area and a ramp into your tack room. We like doing a ramp into your tack room because a lot of times going to these shows, everyone's taking these big, heavy show boxes with them, and it's a lot easier to go right up a side ramp into here, strap your show box against the wall, versus having to lug that sucker up, take 2 or 3 people to actually lift it up into the trailer versus just wheeling it right in up your side ramp. So we have a side ramp here on our passenger side into our 5-foot front tack. So 5 foot, you got plenty of space in here. Up here, it's kind of your standard carpet on your drop wall, carpet on your gooseneck deck. We do have a little 4-inch calf gate here. So again, if you guys are throwing show supplies, whatever you need up there, maybe some saddles if you're day working, it's not gonna slide off. This gate is removable too, so if you had some heavier stuff that you needed to slide over there and didn't want to lift it over this bar, you can easily take that bar out as well. Up in our nose, we have an OptiBright LED situated in our nose. That's something we kind of started adding. Usually we have one over each door, but we just wanted a little more light up in that bed area for you guys. Again, if you are maybe weekending out of this thing, or if you have tack up there you really need to see, it just kind of helps to have that extra light up there. On our passenger side corner, every single Cimarron you order is going to come with a plexiglass tray if it is a trailer equipped with plexiglass. So you'll notice as we walk around, this trailer's got a ton of plexiglass on it. You have a nice little tray to store your plexiglass in. That way you never get lost. It's never laying on the ground. It's never on a tack room floor where it gets stepped on, broke, stuff like that. It's always with the trailer. You always have easy access and know right where it's at. We talked a little bit about rolling your tack trunks up into this. Here on our partition wall, we do have airliner track situated about 4 feet up this wall. We really like doing that airliner track because it gives you the ability to buy attachments and strap whatever you want in here, whether it be your show boxes, maybe some panels, maybe some box fans. It gives you the ability to strap whatever you want to that wall. That way it's not rolling around. And again, right up that ramp, right to the wall, you can strap your big show boxes in. In our Stierwalts, or I should say our Stierwalts, our Lone Stars that we kind of set up to be more cattle show trailers, we kind of stray away from bridle hooks and go more to these big heavy-duty utility hooks. They come out from the wall a little more. They don't have as a slight angle, as it's more of a hard 90, and they go up further because you're going to be hanging, bigger stuff, whether it be power cords to power your tools, stuff like that, your show tools. These are just a lot more user-friendly as far as you can fit a lot more stuff on them as compared to like a typical bridle hook in a horse trailer. OptiBright light above our access door here on our driver's side. So again, you have the ramp, but you also have this nice access door. So if you are trying to get into this thing, you don't want to drop a ramp, you can easily just come in through this access door without having to drop that ramp and then raise the ramp back up. So again, a nice usable front tack on this little package Stierwalt. Again, it's 25 foot. You're going to have 5 foot of tack space and 20 foot of stall area in this trailer. On the outside of this trailer, we have LED lighting throughout. So we have LED clearance lights as well as a 16-inch awning light that is split above those doors. So again, you're going to have enough light to be able to see what you're doing going into your ramp into your tack room, and also enough light to be able to see what you're doing when you're going up your ramp into your stall area. So we work our way down this passenger side. We talked about that plexiglass holder. We are plexiglass tracked, both 2 tracks high and then 1 track low. So again, these are fully removable. I love Cimarron's plexiglass just because typical plexiglass setups, you're gonna have to take like a metal bracket off the front or back, slide all your plexiglass out one area. With Cimarrons, they cut a slot out, and all you have to do is overlap it a little bit and you can start sliding that plexiglass in and out. No tools required. Easily go right in that tray. When you want to slide it back in, it's as easy as just finding that groove and sliding it back in. So really simple, really user-friendly. We have a tie rail situated between our upper tracks and our lower plexiglass track. Then we have lower tie rails situated on the outside of our axles. So again, if you're bedding stuff down at your trailer, you can tie off low, let them bed down comfortably. We run this lower plexiglass track. Sometimes we'll do it, sometimes we don't. We try to run it on a lower setup. For example, if you're hauling smaller animals, pigs, goats, sheep, this is going to be kind of down more at their level where that airflow is going to be coming in right at their level versus above them. It's kind of missing that airflow. So again, if you're really trying to cool off some animals, especially animals that are kind of sensitive to temperature changes, the lower track can really get that air down to where they're bedding down versus up high where it's not really getting circulated. We are on 2 7,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles. We have our black and chrome accented wheels. Running on Goodyear tires. Anything that comes with the 16-inch tires coming with a Goodyear on it. So again, that's something we changed to maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. So you're getting a great wheel, great tire on this trailer. 1 year, no questions asked warranty on your tires. So we work our way around to our load side. Before we walk around, I want to show you, I got the full back gate opened right now just so you guys can see a little better for the videos, but we do have a 50/50 sliding type door built in this rear gate as well. So again, if you don't want to open that big heavy rear gate, or it's windy and you just need to jump 1 or 2 animals off, you can just run this sliding type versus opening the whole door like I have it open now. So we come to the back side of our trailer. 2 8-inch LED lights here on our back side. So again, plenty of light to be able to see what you're doing when you're loading and offloading. Clearance lights around. Something new for 2025. Again, I've been pointing this out in almost every video. It seems really simple to point out, but it's kind of really cool that you guys don't have to pay for it. You do have backup lights built into your brake lights on every single Cimarron that we get now versus having to option that and pay extra to have a separate light. So again, you're getting backup lights for pretty much no additional cost as you would have with our old brake lights. You'd have to have done a separate backup light for an extra charge. So work our way in. You will notice we did worm the whole floor in this stock area. Again, this worm flooring is great, especially hauling cattle. Usually hauling cattle, they're pretty messy. Short trips, it can get pretty messy, especially if you're hauling, multiple, not just 1 or 2. Doing this worm flooring, it is impenetrable, so no urine is actually making it to that aluminum. So you get where you're going. You don't have to worry about having to clean this sucker out every single time you use it, because that floor is never going to get access to that urine. It's never going to go bad. And again, it's super easy to clean this out. You can take the hydraulic jack on this trailer, tilt it up just a little bit, and take a hose and hose this out. Whether you're running shavings or no shavings, it gives you some cushion. We do set it up with all our gates to give you about a 4 to 5 inch clearance. So even if you are running shavings on top of this worm, which you do not have to with worm, you are going to still get the clearance to be able to move this traveling gate over those shavings without having to, drag them shavings back and forth and pile it up like you do on most of the trailers you're going to be using. Main feature of this trailer, and this is going to be the case for 90% of these Stierwalts we build, we kind of strayed away from doing center gates on them as far as being a solid center gate and went to this traveling system just because it is so slick to use. You're going to have 4 latch points on this traveling gate that can latch to every single support beam in this trailer. So again, you can set this trailer up however you want it to be. Right now we got it split into about 2 10-foot compartments, but say you're hauling some calves in the back, you want to take a bull to the cell and you got them up front, you can easily take this gate, slide it right up to your access point of your ramp here, latch that guy in place, and now you have a nice one little stall, one little pin up front that you can access from that side gate. Again, you can close your slider type that we got built in the center of this. Everything is nice and separate, and again, you can kind of set this up however you need it to be. So it's really slick to run those traveling gates. We have just one in this setup. We've ran them with multiple traveling gates. We can run them with a slider or a swinger gate. Again, just a really cool setup that's really versatile. And it's a super smooth operation. We've seen some other traveling gates that, again, great concept, but they don't necessarily have their latch points and their track rollers figured out. This is probably the smoothest traveling gate I've ever ran personally. Then again, we get up to the front. You can slide this traveling gate all the way to the front. We do have latch points. So again, if you just wanted a 20-foot open stock trailer, you can take that gate, slam it all the way up against this wall, pin it, and then you just have an open stock trailer. So a really versatile setup, whether you're showing, ranching, whatever it may be. Do have air vents situated out throughout this trailer. We double them up, so we got 2 up here. You're gonna have 2 about midway, 2 further back. So again, to really circulate that airflow. But again, a really cool, really user-friendly setup no matter what you guys have plans for, whether it be starting out showing, if you're running a cow-calf operation. This is gonna be a really slick, really nice little package for you guys. You don't have to worry about being too long. And again, you don't really have to worry about what gate setup you're gonna be using for the next 2, 5, 10 years, but you can always change it to fit whatever needs you guys have coming up in your lifestyle. So we work our way down our driver's side. Again, it's gonna look really similar to that passenger side we went over. In plexiglass high, bar in between, low plexiglass, and then our low tie-out points as well. Only difference really on this side is gonna be our access doors. We do have a man door here on our driver's side. So again, if you're running that ramp over there and you don't wanna have to lift that ramp up and down, you can easily access through this passenger door. Then with that traveling gate in there, the thing I really like about it is use the example when we were in there of how hauling, cow calves and then maybe a bull up front. But if you wanted to, you could easily slide that gate to where it's at right now, right before this access door and ramp. have your cattle, your animals in the back, whatever animals you may be hauling, then use this as a storage area, whether that be for hay, for feed, for grain, for totes, whatever it can be. You can stack that up here, you can access it from here. You have a ramp if you're hauling some heavier stuff that you need to store, and then again, everything is separate. Your animals are in the back, everything's in the front. You can really situate this to work however you need it to work for your operation. Then again, opposite of our side ramp into our tack room, we do have this access door, just making it easier for you guys to get in and out if you're not wanting to run those ramps. Then again, another big 16-inch LED light over that access door as well. Up here, or down here underneath our nose, we do have our electric over hydraulic jack. It does have a manual override in the case your batteries do crap out on you, whether it be, you know, you left the light on, something like that. Batteries just age out after, you know, 10, 15 years. You can manual override this. You will get a handle that comes with every single hydraulic jack. You can hand crank this up just like you would a normal trailer. That way you are not stranded. Above that, we do have our battery box. Battery is going to power all your lights. It's going to power your hydraulic jack. Every Cimarron you've seen in the past has came with the battery cutoff. 95% of our 2025s, I think the first couple 25s got missed with this, but we are equipping them with the RedArc now. So if you do get a Cimarron that has a battery package from us, it is coming with this RedArc charger. And what that does is it typically, when you hook a truck to a trailer, if it does not have this RedArc, you're just kind of trickle charging those batteries while you travel. But with this RedArc system, as soon as you hook it onto your truck, it's going to convert that electricity a little bit different, and it's going to almost rapid charge your batteries versus just a trickle. So you get a great product. It's really going to help extend the life of your batteries and help, you know, do away with those dead battery issues. If you have a low battery, you're only going for a 20-minute drive, that's usually not enough to charge your battery up. But with this RedArc system, you can pretty much hook it to your truck and charge up this battery just off the 7-pin versus having to go to, you know, a trickle charger, a remote charger, a portable charger, anything like that. That's a really slick RedArc system we use. Next to our jack, we do have our matching wheel and tire spare to the rest of the wheels and tires on the ground. So again, you have a flat, you have a blowout, anything like that happens, you can swap wheels, swap tires, and everything is matching on this trailer. So you still look just as good rolling up to your show, wherever that may be. And of course, we'll finish up here at the front. We do have our 2 5/16 coupler. We do have our breakaway cable, our safety chains, and then of course our 7-pin ran back to its housing back there. So again, a really nice, really slick trailer. Something I want to point out, we get a lot of questions. Recently, Cimarron has done away with kind of your typical paper user manuals and have since went to a QR code. So if you're looking for a manual on your trailer, you're probably gonna have a sticker with a QR code here up on the nose somewhere. The really slick thing about it is they can update those. So if there's any, you know, information they need to give out to their customers on a certain trailer or just in general recall information, stuff like that, they can update those manuals. They come out with some more user-friendly stuff for you guys. So again, that's where your user manual is gonna be. If you're interested in this trailer, the stock number is 5N241039. Again, this is a 2025 Cimarron Stierwalt. This is a 25-foot package, 25 on the floor. You're gonna have 5 of that being tack room, 20 of that being stall area. In a really slick, really nice little setup for running around. It's not a monster trailer by any means, but it's big enough to get what you need done. If you're interested in this trailer, maybe some other Stierwalts we have on the lot, or if you want to order your own custom Stierwalt, feel free to give me a call. Again, my name's Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.